This is the one thing that turns lazy youth into leaders: setting real goals. Most guys waste years with distractions, hoping life will somehow work itself out. I know, because I wasted the biggest opportunity of my life doing exactly that. So stick around, because by the end, you'll know how my wasted opportunity happened, what I learned from it, and how you can turn vague goals into the fuel that actually makes you a leader. So, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So, you have to have a specific goal. So, I'm going to go with a financial goal. Let's say I want to be a millionaire by 25, because I thought this when I was 18. So, I feel like a lot of 18-year-olds will be like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire by 25. But they don't know what that means. So let's say that's your goal. Now you have to have the right vehicle to obtain that goal. Because if your plan is to just, work 80 hours a week at McDonald's, you're not going to be a millionaire by 25. That's just mathematically, it's impossible. And if you go to college, you're going to lose time, and you're probably not going to get a job that's going to get you to be a millionaire by 25. So what you have to do now is become an entrepreneur. Now you have to get really good in whatever the thing you chose to do. So now your goal doesn't change, it's the same goal. Now that you have a goal and you know what vehicle you're going to use, now you break up what is going to be the bare minimum task that I need to do every day to obtain that goal. And it's important to have daily tasks, because at this point you're probably still going to have a regular job to support yourself, and so you'll be an entrepreneur on the side. And so having those tasks in mind, you'll know, even though I have this job, even if I'm tired or whatever, I have to complete all these daily tasks to be a millionaire by 25. So the next point I want to make is know your why. Is it because you want to travel? Do you want to retire your mom? Is it, financial freedom to raise your kids, or help your family? Whatever it is, you have to know that, because like I said, you're going to have a lot on your plate. When you first come up with the idea, I'm going to be a millionaire by 25, it sounds really easy. But once you start doing it, it's going to get very difficult. And so you have to know why you're doing it. And once you know why you're doing it, you can remind yourself when days get hard, because life is still going to happen. People are going to die. Bills are going to creep up on you. There's going to be accidents that happen. You'll get sick, injuries. And so you have to know, why is this important to me? And making sure that you don't lose your why and have that burning desire the whole time while you're trying to achieve this goal. And that's what's going to keep you going. That's going to be your fuel. The last point I want to make here is that failure is not the end. So let's say you become 25 and you're not a millionaire. It doesn't mean you failed. It means if you started at 28, you spent 7 years developing a skill set that everyone else in the world doesn't have. So even if you're not a millionaire, what if you made $300,000, whatever? Even if you're still broke, you could turn 26 and then make 2 million, because that's just compound interest and exponential growth over time. So you're going to go through a lot of failures. It's going to be very hard. As long as you know your why, you break it up into daily actionable tasks, and you have the right vehicle, you can achieve your goal no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be a millionaire by 25. It could be being a philanthropist, helping out the world, whatever it is, being a comedian, an entertainer, a YouTuber, all that kind of stuff. But it starts with a plan that I laid out. I'm going to close out a video with just a personal story of kind of how this affected me. Just so you know, I'm not speaking out of my arse here. I'm not speaking out of my butt here. I'm speaking from experiences. So I quit my job 5 months ago because I had saved up enough money to do that. I didn't really have a plan when I quit, so I kept switching vehicles, which wasted a lot of time. Find out your vehicle and execute, and do it while you're young. I didn't have a vehicle. I kept trying different things out, so it took me a few months to figure out what my vehicle was going to be. And then once I figured it out, I made daily tasks. I had my goal in mind. I had everything mapped out, but I wasn't following my daily tasks. So having everything planned out and having this big dreams and all that is great, but you have to do the work. And so that's what I didn't do. And so now I'm getting to the point where I'm probably gonna have to get another job again. So I did fail, but I'm not giving up just because I failed. I'm going to keep working at it, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to hit my goals. But just know, all of these things that I mentioned, you have to do, and you have to take action. in order for it to work. The biggest lesson I've learned from all of this is you're going to fail, but as long as you don't give up, you will succeed. But you just have to keep getting up, because you can get knocked down 20 times, but 21 time might be the time that it actually works. So if you got any value from this video, please watch one of these other videos that are on the screen. Like and subscribe. It helps me greatly. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.